The following is a presentation of BiGGs Media Services.
Go for warmth. Go for beauty. Go for a show. Go for flavor. Go for perspective. Go for love. Go for tranquility. Go for thrills. Go for color. Go for good. Go for Puerto Rico. Go now.
For more information, the website is discoverpuertorico.com.
Are you ready? Time to play the game!
BiGGs Golf Talk. Golf Talk for golfers.
You want to hear a nice golf joke? Yeah, I should have showed up and watched me play yesterday. I should be put on Chick Galore or something like that. A team named that. Scramblers. That's it. Scramblers, that's a team I should be on. Because I was scrambling for my ball.
There's a golf shot. That's a golf shot.
Hey, when am I going to get the caddy?
The bag is bigger than you.
So?
That white one?
Yeah?
That's the one you're carrying.
Oh, man, that thing's a boat anchor.
I haven't had golf anything since high school.
No, that's you, not me. She likes to enjoy a beverage herself. Is that what you're trying to say?
I might be distracted. That's another story. Golf course and equipment reviews, golf news, guests, and lots of golf humor. When you need to drive for show,
Are you ready?
BiGGs Golf Talk.
I'm special.
Yes, you are, with a helmet.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
It is showtime, baby. Here we go. BiGGs Golf Talk is presented by U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Handmade Vodka. We are in the home studio still of Handmade Tito's Vodka Studios in Albuquerque, New Mexico. BGT also sponsored in part by ShotScope, Data is Power, Encore Golf, Photo Ball Marker, McNally 22, Ready Putt, Zalise, CBD for golfers, Scorpion 21, Feel the Sting, Squares Shoes, it's hip to wear squares, and UFO Tour Golf. Design something special today and check out all their folds of honor swag that they have, golf bags, head covers, shirts. New shirts going to be coming out very, very soon. Connect with BiGGs Golf Talk on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Golf Bald. Subscribe to us on YouTube and iTunes. We're available in the Google Play Music Store, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices. Our website is www.biggsgolftalk.net or .com. That's BIGGS, golftalk.net or .com. He is the golf father, Bill Cuevas. She is the golf diva, Amanda Robertson. I am Big John Vick, and this is BiGGs Golf Talk. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, there is some good news. We'll talk about it, but I'll give you some good news about golf opening and reopening, trying to phase back into normalcy. But golf in some form or way has been reopened in every single state in the United States. New Hampshire being the last to open up, but they did start to open up on May 11th. We'll talk and get deep down inside on what those numbers look like. And we'll talk about when tournaments can resume and things like that, and what golf courses are saying about that. And so we'll talk about that in our roundtable discussion. Bill, the golf father Cuevas, how was your week?
Long.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Long. And miserable and long. And did I mention long?
Yes, you did.
Did I mention that my iWatch stopped working?
Yes. Your Apple Watch?
Yes, my Apple Watch.
Well, Amanda, let's clarify something. He still has Series 1.
Oh, yeah.
That's not the point. I take care of my things.
Well, yeah, but just because you take care of your 102-year-old grandma, I mean, she's 102, you know?
You don't throw her out when she's working. Come on, man. What's up with that?
Sorry, man. That's a bad analogy.
Oh,
but here's my analogy, Bill, the golf father Cuevas. At some point, batteries in these things do give out. You know, I mean,
Yeah, they
you
do.
can only recharge something for so long.
But I've been looking at YouTube videos on how to change it.
Oh boy, this ought
So
to be great.
I actually might invest I think it's like $28 on Amazon to get the kit and try and fix it up. It might be worth the investment. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It does everything that I needed to do and everything that I wanted to do.
Why
So
don't you pay someone to replace the battery so you could actually get that together?
a lot of places of those small mom and pops aren't open. So like for example, yesterday, when it finally started going kaputsies, I started looking online. It said they had it there. I went to Walmart, nothing. I went to Best Buy because they said that they had them at Best Buy, and Best Buy's closed. So Best Buy site didn't tell me that the site was closed. They just said they had them at the store. And if you ordered it, it could be picked up in 6 days. I was like, why would I buy it if it's in the store and get it in 6 days? So I drove over there and it was closed. There was the gates were down. Everything was down. So now, but a lot of shops, little mom and pops that fix electronics, they're shut down as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm disappointed, man.
Yeah.
I really love that watch. It was my favorite watch.
Oh.
Well, trust me, Bill the Godfather Cuevas, I have Series 4. Amanda, I know you have. I don't know if you have the 5 or 4, but mine is also with the you have GPS on it, and you have. So I don't need my phone. I can subscribe to that if I wanted to. So it has a cellular function on it. So yeah,
I don't need all that.
Yeah, I know.
I just want it for when I go riding.
Right.
When I walk,
Sure.
When I lift,
it's good information. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's all
but
I want.
Sometimes you got to move on to the big and better.
Yeah.
Why has it got to be big?
Because
why not just better? You know what I mean? Why is it big and better?
Well, it is going to be.
Yeah.
What are you trying to insinuate that because
you know what? I will tell you it's a huge, big difference from even if you don't have to get the Series 5. If you got the Series 4, you're going to be happy, bro. I'm telling you, it has features on there that if you think those features on your Series 1 is cool, you'll love the Series 4.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be like analog versus digital. I mean, let's.
So what you guys are saying is that we should start a GoFundMe page
for Billy's Apple Watch.
No, I
that way you guys
GoFundMe.
Are you guys going to contribute to my? And I'm not talking. I'll give you $1. I don't want to hear that.
All right, $1.25.
I want the bidding to start at $50, and I want you guys.
We'll start We'll start donations.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the Godfather's watch fund before he literally destroys this first one.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
you could Venmo Biggs Golf Talk. How's that? They could Venmo Biggs Golf Talk, and we'll have to.
I think it's
we'll have to take a collection for Billy's Christmas gift.
I love it. I think it's awesome. We're thinkers, Bill.
You guys are so awesome for thinking of me, and I really appreciate you guys and all your donations.
Hey, I wanted to talk about something really quick because I promised this individual I was going to say something on the radio. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Facebook group called Golf Nothing More. And, well, I decided I was going to put something about Biggs Golf Talk, free giveaways and Mother's Day gift guide and things like that. The post was actually removed. And I was shocked by this. And I received a message from the group's owner, and this individual is Jan Christian Godfroy, and this guy messages me and tells me I need to pay him in order to post something in the Facebook group that's about golf.
Are you kidding me?
His exact things were you have to pay at least 5 placements, and then you can place golf-related ads. Group Golf Nothing More. The admin owner, you have to pay first, or you will be removed.
So did you humbly remove yourself from that
magnificent
group?
I humbly removed myself. I did. And I just want to say that to our followers and to our listeners, that group is nothing but a money-driven. The guy sells golf products, okay? And he uses that group to try and generate something to sell his products. So he didn't like the fact that I put something for free and was golf related. Now, one of the admin from that group named Abigail Bordalo reached out to me. Very nice lady. She's one of the admins. She was apologizing. She's like, I don't know why. She says she had a conversation with Mr. Godfrey, whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess he's from Australia, by the way, because he wanted me to pay him in Australian money. And he's like, I don't know no Big John Vic. And I have all the proof. I have all the messages and everything else. I took photocopies, I took screenshots and everything else, and I provided her. And she was like, I'm very, very sorry. And she tried to help me, resolve the situation. But Mr. Jan Christian Godfrey, whatever his name is, was the biggest ass that I have ever.
I have a question.
Yes.
The page clearly states golf, nothing more.
Right.
Where the rules and etiquette are the same as on the golf course. A well-maintained page with the information you are looking for. What does that even mean? So that gives me the illusion by reading that I'm going to be able to get all the golf information in the world on this page.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't say anything about anything.
Yep.
Other than I'm going to get all the information. And I scroll down and I look and there's nothing. There's posts from other people.
Right.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's saying be nice, be polite, be respectful. It doesn't no self-promoting or spam. So we're not promoting anything. You're just like, hey, we're giving away free stuff, and they got a lot of stuff on these things.
And it's golf related.
Right.
It's all golf.
I wasn't trying. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't charging anybody anything. I wasn't trying to generate any money.
No.
It was just telling people, hey, listen, you like golf stuff? There's a free golf giveaway. And I have the ad that I sent to Miss Bordello because I took a screenshot before it was deleted. Mm-hmm. And I said to her, and I showed her, I'm trying to find the ad right now. I have it under a screenshot on my cell phone, but...
Wait, it said no self-promotion?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then, here's a guy on here that posted a picture of him practicing golf.
Right. And wants... That's self-promotion.
If I submitted a video of me swinging a golf club, that's me promoting me. Mm-hmm. So I don't understand. Also, I really don't understand the point of the page.
You got people posting pictures of their golf clubs in there.
Yeah,
of what they're doing. So
I have seen people sell golf clubs on that page.
No.
So here's the ad, and we're running out of time here. But here's the ad. Do you like free golf stuff? ? Biggs Golf Talk hosts giveaways every month. Check out their latest show from this past Saturday, and it has May 9th, 2009, Mother's Day, Biggs Golf Talk.
I don't understand. And I don't understand the whole point of the page. I really don't.
I really don't either.
Like I said, he's trying to generate numbers and probably, using those numbers in some kind of, database or whatever case might be.
And you got people talking about products.
Yes.
On it. I'm going through the whole entire thing. So it doesn't make sense.
And it says you're only allowed to post things about golf, nothing more. But with that said, people are like, anyone from Iowa in here? Or
and look at this, Biggs. There's one in I'm assuming I don't even know what the heck it is. His name is Hong something on there. It says about him, I construct all golf rooms, and this is the translation: golf rooms, golf courses. I'm selling all golf grass, golf sticks, golf mesh, artificial grass. Hope everyone will support. And then he puts his number and everything else on how to contact him so he can do this for them.
Yeah.
And then people are like, how much would it cost for you to set up my golf simulator? And where are you living? Blah, blah, blah. And it keeps going. And it talks about pricing and everything else right in the thread.
Right.
So I don't know what you're giving away stuff, not selling anything. So I don't understand.
No, you're not making money off of his page. You're literally just posting, hey, this is a giveaway.
So
I don't know.
And actually, you know who else messaged me? David Ellis messaged me. He says, there's some rude people in there. You know, so he actually messaged me privately. I was like, yeah, you know, they removed my ad and all that stuff. So I'm just letting everybody know, golf, nothing more. The group, Facebook group, I mean.
Well, I will have nothing more.
Nothing more to do with that group.
Nothing more to do with them.
And this is the last I'm ever going to talk about it. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, coming up next is On Par with Amanda right here on Big's Golf Talk. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey everyone, Big's Golf Talk is now on iHeartRadio. Download the app for free or go to iHeart.com and search for Big's Golf Talk. Be sure to save us as a favorite so that you'll know when we're on. Join the millions of iHeartRadio listeners and listen to Big's Golf Talk. Golf Talk for golfers.
The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for the country's best two-player teams to compete against international field in the 54-hole Ryder Cup style event, known as the International Kings Cup, played in honor of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer.
The 6th annual edition of the International Kings Cup will be contested in May 2021 at the Glasson Golf Club in Ireland.
The road to the Kings Cup begins with a national qualifier. Two-player teams compete in an 18-hole qualifier playing best ball using net scoring. The top 30% and ties at each qualifier will be invited to the USGC National Championship. Winning teams at national qualifiers have a chance to receive a free $950 team entry into the event.
With an open and a senior division, each having 4 flights, teams of all skill levels will compete for a spot on Team USA. The winning team from each flight at the United States Golf Challenge National Championship will be crowned and win the expense-paid trip to the Glasson Golf Club in Athlone, Ireland, as part of Team USA.
Do you have what it takes? For more information, the website is usgolfchallenge.com for all the details. That's usgolfchallenge.com.
This is a commercial for golfers. Take the next step to improving your game with ShotScope and discover your strengths and weaknesses. Analyze statistics on your clubs, tee shots, approaches, short game, and putting. ShotScope V2 is the golf watch that combines GPS distances with automatic performance tracking. Once you have it, you won't want to play around without it. Check out ShotScope.com to take your game to the next level.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another week of On Par with Amanda. You're tuning in to Big's Golf Talk. Thanks again for joining us for another week during this COVID-19 madness. We are so excited that things are starting to look like they are moving in the direction that we want, with a few exceptions across the country. There's a few weird states out there that are still holding down the fort, but rather be safe than sorry. So I want to talk about the PGA Tour this week. So obviously they are moving and pushing forward with the Skins game this weekend, and trying to kind of fall right back into what we consider normal, although the new normal is going to be quite different. I know for the Skins game this weekend with Rory and Dustin, they will not be having caddies. So that's something that, is interesting to see, but we know that won't last as far as tournament play. Caddies are a vital part. I've shared my bit numerous times on the show about how vital caddies are. And one of the things that was talked about for PGA Tour was that because they were one of the first sports to start over and come out and say, okay, we want to be one of the kind of the leaders and start tournaments again, that's going to cause a lot of people and a lot of attention on the PGA Tour, a lot of eyes, a lot of people watching what they do, how they do it. And sometimes when you're the first to go back. You're the most scrutinized. You have the most eyes, like I said, on you. And so this is going to be something the PGA Tour, I think, is really going to have to focus on. Unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't always make for greatness, just because they're going to be judged pretty harshly. There's not a lot of sports that are starting yet, or having to start, but the PGA Tour feels that it's time to get tournaments kind of rolling again. Obviously, there's going to be some changes. No fans. They're even talking about, really making sure the players and caddies understand social distancing. And I totally respect that, and I get it. But at the same time, to play golf, I mean, the relationship that you have with your caddy and the ability to talk about certain things and break bunkers and do certain things as a team and as a unit, I think are vital to playing great golf. Also, these players are so used to having fan-filled, courses and a lot of commotion and things going on. It's going to be probably a little weird for them to not have that audience there. But with that said, I understand, I get where they're coming from and we'll slowly get back into somewhat of a normalcy. And we'll see things as we learn how to do them better and better. They'll be able to bring probably some fans back, but they'll do it in a more structured way. I'm sure they have solutions to all these problems to come. Now, some other things like NASCAR is starting back up. Obviously, that's a very individualized sport. You're in a car, you're not around. And the number of fans, they're limiting in the stadiums. And they have, I've heard everything from drones that are going to fly over stadiums and spray after every game. And they're able to do certain things that if you sent a bunch of people to go wipe down all the seats in a stadium that holds, thousands of people, that might be kind of rough. So I'm really anxious to see how this progresses. But I also, as a golfer and someone who's very passionate about the integrity and the originality of the game, I don't want that to be lost. And I don't want us to lose the love for the game because it's just hit the ball, pick it up, and let's go. And you're losing kind of the meaning behind playing the sport. So I just hope that we can find a happy medium. I totally respect and understand where everyone's coming from as we ease back in. But I think, like we said, this is the period of time that we ease right back into what we know and what we love. So I'm anxious to see where it goes. PGA Tour has also announced that they will be sharing their kind of limitations with everyone, and so that the players are fully informed, their caddies are informed, because like I said, they're going to be judged so harshly. They just can't afford any crazy things to go on that shuts them down. They're kind of the pioneers of the return after COVID, and so I'm anxious to see. The skins game's going to be fun to watch, and I think it's going to be something that viewers will enjoy, at least seeing something new and not reruns of old things on ESPN and Golf Channel. So make sure you guys tune into that. I'm really looking forward to that. Overall, COVID, I hope everyone is, I can't say it enough, as golf courses have started to open. Hopefully you're getting out there and playing. But like I said, if you're still not able to get out there and play just quite yet, hopefully you're working on your in-home drills, you're watching videos, and it's simple. You keep it simple, you keep routine. When you go out there, you're not going to feel like you took 4 months off. You're going to feel like, hey, okay, maybe a little stiff, gotta get loosened up, but hopefully you guys have been doing your part at home. I can't stress how much just a few swings a day means, even in your garage or your backyard, or even some chipping around the house. So overall, to update you as far as the PGA Tour, that's what's going on. LPGA, they're still, I've gotten the schedule for Symetra Tour. Everything's severely pushed back. A lot of things are in the fall. We've talked about Q School. Q School is also in the fall. It's going to start in Florida, which it hasn't done that in over 5 years. Instead of starting on the West Coast, it will be in Florida. So that's going to be a change for a lot of the girls. Q School is now called Q Series. It operates a little differently, but it's going to be a change. Never have we had stage 1 in Florida. Like I said, I think about 5-6 years ago, maybe, we did. When I played, I mean, it was, like I said, it's something that I preferred to start at the West Coast and then move later in the year, but, you know, they have to do what's best for the tour. Also, a lot of events, like the ANA, we've talked about, have been rescheduled and just postponed, not canceled. And that's what we like to see. So anytime in any business that you're seeing, any sporting events, we want to see things being postponed, not canceled indefinitely. And as we go on, these are the things that we have to be thankful for. There's a silver lining. They might not happen right now, but they're going to happen. And we just, got to hang in there as a country and as a unit. We're getting there. We're slowly morphing. I'm super ready to get back to playing a little bit of competitive golf. I know the Colorado Women's Open, this is something I wanted to touch on. Colorado Women's Open, they're going full throttle, and they are beginning of June 3rd through the 5th. Great event. It's at Green Valley Ranch. I've played in this event for years. I unfortunately will not be playing this year just because of everything that went on. My schedule has changed, but it's a great event, great opportunity for girls to make a lot of money, and they have a great purse, great field, and it's a lot of fun. So it's a pro-am as well, but it's a playing pro-am, so you play with your partner, your amateur partner, throughout the tournament. So it's a lot of fun. And even the amateur pro team for that pro-am can make a lot of money as well as the girls playing. So I want to wish them a ton of luck. And I just am really sad that I'm going to miss it this year, but excited to, move on to kind of a new schedule. ShopRite has been moved to July 27th that week, and so I'm excited to play in those pro-ams, and that'll be kind of the kickoff for me to get back into what's going on. But a lot of things are moving, and they're moving actually very quickly. We always think that everything's moving slow because we've been sitting still for a couple months, but everything's going to move and start, and hopefully we can get through. I've heard many things about a second wave, but we just honestly, we just got to find a cure. We all have to stick together, and we all have to be kind and practice social distancing. So everyone that is out on the golf course, be kind. Treat everybody the same. We're all in a rough situation here, but hopefully your golf courses are open, and you can go out there and you can even just get in quick 9, if nothing else. You can walk the golf course. I've been walking in the evenings. It's great exercise and great just for your mental health, and hopefully everyone is doing that as well. We're here at BiGGs Golf Talk. We're doing our best to keep you guys updated and keep you in the loop for all the stuff to come. But if you guys have any questions or any hot topics, there's a lot going on with some of the players, but for me, I always like controversial topics. You guys know that. But with COVID going on, there's obviously nobody playing, not a lot going on other than the PGA Tour trying to figure out what they're going to do for their next move. So make sure you tune in. Write into me, A. Robertson Golf on Instagram. I love getting your guys' DMs. I really appreciate them. And if you guys haven't already heard that the second season of Holy Moly premieres May 21st, and I am on this season, so I'd love for you guys to tune in. It's going to be a great season, lots of drama and craziness, and the obstacles are nuts. So look forward to that as well. Hope everyone is having a great day and a great weekend, and we definitely hope to keep you informed. And until next week, keep swinging for par.
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap, already providing over 10,000 scholarships. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Golf is a dirty game. It's time to clean it up with Ready Pot, the only putter cover with a built-in ball cleaner and magnetic surface. Clean balls roll accurately, meaning you make more putts. Sink more, swear less. Clean up your game with Ready Pot.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native Party Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and on your Amazon devices as well. Big John Vick along with the Golf Father, Bill Cuevas, the Golf Diva, Amanda Robertson, and this is our round table discussion as we are about to make the turn here on Big's Golf Talk, teeing up on 7, 8, and 9. And I just want to say a big hello to my new partner in the golf league with the Spark Golf League that I'm playing in here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I just got finished playing last Wednesday, and we won. We won. We got the first place, and I actually won $5 in skins because I had a birdie and I had an eagle. So that's always good to have in your pocket when you win a little bit of change right there. I'll be able to buy a Happy Meal.
Was this miniature golf?
No.
It had to be miniature golf. You had a birdie and an eagle?
Net score, not gross. I had a natural birdie with my handicap gave me an eagle.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, because with your handicap of 39 and it's only 36 legal.
It's actually 38 and a half. Legal. Just let's get that straight. 38 and a half.
Well, yeah, because the max is 36. But they give you extra.
Exactly.
I get it.
But my partner, I want to say this because he's a former Marine. He's a veteran. Hoorah! Alex Cantina. Out of here from New Mexico, and they paired me up with him for the season. Really good guy. Got to know him, got to talk, and everything else. Gave him a Folds of Honor New Mexico Challenge coin. Thanked him for his service. Kind of talked about his service. So I wanted to say, hey, Alex, he's a brand new listener. He said he's going to tune in and all that stuff. So.
Hi, Alex. My condolences. I'm sorry to paired with him. I've been paired with him for the last several years. And oh my God.
Amanda, you want to become the new number 2?
Yeah, I know, right?
To my number 1. You're absolutely correct. Amanda, you could be my number 2 anytime. Let's get rid of him. I've always been the number 1.
And with that said, we're playing with the Spark Golf League on Wednesdays at Puerto del Sol, right by the airport, Sunport in Albuquerque. We had a really, really good time. Great golf course. Big shout out to Coach Todd out there, who we're going to have on the show talk about that golf course. The golf course was in fabulous shape. And, every aspect of the golf course was in fabulous shape, from the rough to the greens to the fairways, tee boxes, fabulous. And so it was a good time out there this past Wednesday. And so it's a two-person team and goes on points. And me and my partner earned 19 points. The next person behind us, I believe, has 17 points. So right now we're in first place for the season. So
a good time had by all.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Speaking of golf, COVID-19 update of golf course around the country. The National Golf Foundation has put out some really great numbers. Forecasted was the last state to open up on May 17th. The projection was New Hampshire, and they have just started to begin to open up this past May 11th. So every state in some form or way has opened up for golf in the United States. So that's good news.
Very good news. Very,
That's
very
what
good.
we like to hear, for sure.
Yeah. It's one of the few things that's open now everywhere because everything else is like delayed. You know, when you listen to all the different things that are open and not open other places, a lot of stuff doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of things. Sort of like a person driving in their car by themselves with wearing gloves and a mask. Yeah, in your own car by yourself.
Yeah, well,
I don't understand that.
Now, just a reminder to everybody: just because these golf courses are open up, don't give your state legislation any kind of reason to close it back down. Because this past week, I heard the governor of New Mexico say, just because I open up the golf courses doesn't mean I can't shut them back down if you guys don't follow the rules of social distancing.
Yeah. And I think, like you said, while golf is super safe, let's not give any reason to create attention. Let's just keep doing our thing, spacing out, being respectful.
Hey, listen, I'm with a lot of these guys and say, hey, I'm healthy. Listen, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is we can control our own destiny if we just follow the regulations.
Follow the rules.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's not give them a reason to shut it back down.
Yep.
What were you going to say, Bill?
No, that's what it is. I mean, I've been watching, when you see the people on the 18th green, I think it's really cool. I've been seeing a lot of air high fives. I mean, it's really cool watching them. Nobody's touched, even if they were together on a group and they're like regulars, like normally that I would see.
Right.
They're just air high five and keep going. It's awesome. When you have that kind of stuff and people are actually following the rules, and there's all the golf courses that we've been, going to, they have their own little idea whether they're using the floaty device thing or they're using a cut piece of.
Yeah, here, at Puerto del Sol, they used a noodle. I
like the noodle the best. That's the
I do too, because you could still penetrate the hole in some form or way.
Yes, you have to be able to have the ball drop in, because I saw this really funny video the other day where this guy was literally, with the raised cups, and he's like, I'm going to be the world's best putter. And he's just slamming the ball into it because as long as you touch it, it went in. And so he's hitting it, with like a chip shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, all right. The next thing I want to talk about, as a matter of fact, we all wanted to talk about Vijay Singh. If you have not heard, Vijay Singh is playing on the Korn Ferry Tour. And my question is, why?
Well, let's start with everybody already knows, this is no secret. I, with every fiber of my being, cannot stand and strongly dislike Vijay Singh. And I've always felt that way because the few interactions that I've been around him, I have not appreciated, and I've seen him interact with children and people that really do look up to him. He's a good player, there's no doubt, but I have a problem when you have a bad attitude when people are supporting your sport. So Schnell, who is a player on the Korn Ferry Tour, here was his rip to Vijay. He said, "Hey, Vijay Singh Golf, you are a true piece of trash if you accept money playing in the Korn Ferry Tour event, and I'll say it right to your face. Do you know how much those points and money could do for a young kid? He's a complete turd for playing, and he's got his money, and he's got his career. Just wait another month and roll with your senior friends."
Bravo!
Wow, yeah. Yeah.
Now, do I think you need to bash somebody publicly as much as he did? He got pretty beat for doing that, and he had to apologize and do all his public stuff. But is he wrong?
Absolutely not. I mean, he had to apologize, and he said he had to learn from it and all this other stuff. Blah, blah,
and that's a part of being young,
Yeah, and he deleted it. No, but he was thinking with his heart. You know what? These guys aren't able to do what Vijay Singh is, and I'm pretty sure Vijay's not struggling for money.
I don't think so.
Else. So now you go and you do the Korn Ferry thing, and it's not fair. I don't think it's fair. I don't think he should be allowed to go back.
If you have your card, You shouldn't be allowed to play backwards.
No, not at all. I don't,
be
I don't
like,
believe it's
that'll be like that'll be like okay, a Major League Baseball player going back and playing in college.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It's just not. It's not. And then, but then, not only college, but like taking the opportunity from these other players that are trying to make it. Like,
yes.
What are you? I don't know.
I know you're upset about the whole deal.
Well, you and I could see. If there's anybody that could understand why Amanda would be upset, it would be us, because we have seen Amanda grow in her career on the Symetra Tour and the Cactus League and the Canadian, and that takes a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and a lot of time. And just imagine if Annika Sorenstam went back and played on that tour in front of Amanda.
And said, hey, I'm going to play on the Cactus Tour. Well, we're all toast.
Right.
Like, duh. But I don't know. It's one of those things. I think also, and I have to be very transparent here, I also just really don't like BJ. So I can't tell you. I think that I would feel the same if it was somebody else. But I just think he's, And so every time he does something, he does it so sly and so like.
Well, when you told me about this, Amanda, I said to her, wait a minute, VJ's a multi-major champion, and he's exempt in everything. So why? There's no reason for it. It's not like he lost his tour card.
No.
And has to redo everything.
No, and that's a different situation.
He's in the World Golf Hall of Fame. Why would you do that? I could understand why the kid got upset and everything like that. And that's probably why they let him just apologize and get it over with. But I mean, there was some legit. That didn't happen a lot.
That's been happening quite often with you lately.
That's what happens when you talk about VJ. It gets you all riled up.
Yeah,
because I'm looking at the articles and everything. I feel sorry for the kid. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure if he didn't, when you have money and everything else, I'm sure there was more backlash to come if he didn't choose that route, doing the high road and apologizing.
What's interesting is, Mickelson and him have not been like on the best terms ever.
Yeah.
But Mickelson came to his defense and he said, it's no secret VJ and I aren't close, but I'd like to say this on behalf that in addition to being a member of the Hawk, he's a big part of the PGA Tour's success, which financially subsidizes and always has the Korn Ferry Tour. He has earned the right to play when and where he wants. And that's Phil. But Phil, and I love Phil, but Phil is also the guy that was hopping ship to go start another tour.
Right.
So he's always going to be where the money is, which that's not a bad thing. But then I don't know that fits into why we're saying this is wrong.
And here's the thing. Nobody in the responses that I'm hearing, and even from Phil, and I'm a big Phil guy. I'm a big lefty guy. I've met the guy in person. The guy is a phenomenal guy, has an attitude like no other. I mean, he is a very genuinely nice guy and very caring. However, doesn't mean he's always right. Okay? Correct. Now, in this instance, and all the responses that I've seen or read or heard, and listening to you, Amanda, with his response, I have never seen it. I haven't seen it personally, but nobody's addressing the fact that what about the younger guys and what this is taking away from them, and what their feeling is about that.
Yeah.
I mean, if the guy wants to, if the guy wants to go play on a European tour or something like that, that's a professional tour. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The Korn Ferry Tour is the stepping stone to get your PGA Tour card.
It's essentially the Symetra Tour for the women.
Yeah. Right.
So so it's very frustrating if you have full exemption on the LPGA. You shouldn't be going back and playing Symetra unless you lose your card and have to start over. But you shouldn't do it because, I might as well. I'm bored because there's nothing else to do right now.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. I don't. It's just it's a tough call. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
All right, so
I want to go back and play Little League.
Right?
I want to invoke my right. I don't care. I want to play Little League.
I want to be the next lineman on an 8th grade
On the
team.
Pee-wee
Yeah,
football.
yeah, Pee Wee football. Yeah.
There you go. I agree. You can do it. You earned that right. Go ahead.
You earned that right. You made it what it is today.
Right,
something
bro.
else. We got about 5 minutes here. Something else I want to talk about here on Biggs Golf Talk was I keep on getting messages about tournaments. Especially when it comes to the U.S. Golf Challenge, our tournament that we rescheduled. And I just want to touch on that, Amanda. I know you're involved in a lot of tournaments and things like that, but here's the bottom line: is our government right now is dictating on what we can do with tournaments, as far as single riders and golf carts, what the golf courses can do as far as maintenance and allowing golfers to repair things such as the sand in the bunkers and things like that. After talking with many golf course operators and especially with we just got finished postponing the Folds of Honor New Mexico event that was supposed to take place in September because the venue is not opening up until October. So we're going to be meeting with them on Monday, to reschedule that. It's just the aspect of many different factors when it comes to competition. Part of it is golf carts. And later on, we're actually going to be talking with a fundraiser that's going to be taking place, I guess, in just a couple weeks in Dexter, Missouri, and find out what they're going to be doing. But in majority of the country, you're only allowed single riders, and if you have 150 golfers, some of these golf courses don't have 150 golf carts.
No. Not at all. But you know what I've been seeing, Biggs, like over in here in Florida? It's one person per golf cart unless you're
with a family member.
Living,
right.
Yeah, if you're with a family member, you share the same household, then you can sit in the car. And I've seen it. I've seen multiples, in a golf cart, which is cool. But, even if I lived with a family member that golfed, I wouldn't want to sit in the same car with them because, having your own cart goes really, really fast. We're finishing rounds really, really quick. So, yeah you can't lose. If you want to sit with somebody that you live with and you're safe, go for it, man. I think it's going to, especially like the event that we were talking about coming up later on. I think that particular event has so many family members and so many people that are going to be there together that I don't think they're going to need individual carts.
Well, the other thing too is what area of the country is this taking place in and how affected they've been, because there's some areas of this country that have 0 cases of COVID-19.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
insane.
And I think it's a regional thing. I think, if you have a community that don't have any reported cases, find out from your registrations where they're from, I mean, you just got to be careful and phase into this whole thing carefully. Yep. And we know, I think the International Kings Cup has been delayed, isn't that, Billy? Is that official?
Yeah, I think it's officially delayed so far to 2021. So because they're having a hard time in Ireland, opening up their stuff and what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. I don't know all the details, but I know it's 2021. It's been postponed until then. More details to be released. You just keep checking their page for the qualifiers that are coming. As the states open up, hopefully they'll be able to do more and more. But there's so much differentiating between one state to the next state, to this state, to that state. We just don't know. We don't know who's doing what, where. There's no kind of unified system to it. It's, you have a city that says, okay, we're going to do this. And then the state will come out and say, well, if you do that, then we're going to penalize you.
Right.
We're going to do this to you. So, why the cities and the towns and the counties are trying to save the small companies, the states are like, no, you're not going to do that. Because if you do, we're going to come down on you. It doesn't matter that you don't have any cases. It doesn't matter you have. It's like a huge, I don't even know if we could say it, but I say it's like a huge pissing match. Oh, you did it. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this too. Oh, no, now this one's doing that. No, I got more power than you, so I'm going to step on you. No, I got more power, so now I'm going to step on this. And there's a lot of, I don't know, there's no unity right now in a lot of the states and local government and everything.
Yeah.
It's just tough to see. It's tough to see and tough to be because you just don't know I can literally drive into another county and the rules change. You know what I mean? So where they have stay-at-home orders, we don't have it. And I'm talking about I can drive literally
right next door,
100 feet,
right,
and be in the wrong place at the wrong time because we're not abiding by. But dude, I'm in Florida. It does not matter that you're in the same state. We're not following those guidelines.
Right.
So it's hard because there's no one right way.
There's nothing universal, and it seems it's like mayors are making up their own mind, or town presidents are making up their own mind, and not doing this what the governor is suggesting or what the president's suggesting. And so it's all just combobulated and just all mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you see, some of the governors are just, they're a little bit off the wall.
Yeah.
You try and figure out what they're thinking, but you just don't know. It's crazy. Hopefully, it all change real soon.
And I know, Amanda, your company, Backswing Golf Events, very much affected by this because obviously people are off center with these tournaments and not being able to put them on. Yeah,
and tournaments are the key for us. So we got to figure out a way. We're just happy some states are a little less, limited. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but what's good about Amanda's, right, is that she doesn't charge. It's not
right. Exactly.
So it won't.
We just come out to raise you money, so it doesn't cost you to add us to your event.
Absolutely.
Nope, not at all.
All right. You'll hear. I believe you actually heard the Backswing Golf Events commercial just before this segment. So there you go. Check it out because like Amanda said, it doesn't cost anything out of pocket to have their company, and they do work hard because the more money they raise, well, that fee can get a little higher for themselves. So they're out there to work hard. So all right, more BiGGs Golf Talk coming your way right after this. Amanda, I know you got to get going. Have a great weekend, and
thanks, guys.
We'll see you next week. More BiGGs Golf Talk. We'll be right back right after this. A golf ball that performs for you. The Encore Avant 55, hot off the tee, a formulated core that delivers more energy and utilizes soft cell technology to achieve ultra-low 55 compression. This blend of innovation and simplicity provides more distance and greater feel. The Caliber, maximum accuracy. A patent hollow metal core creates significant rifle spin while reducing side spin, allowing the ball to travel along a straighter trajectory. The Encore Elixir Tour Ball, hot list winner. The premium cast urethane cover delivers a soft and pure feel off the club face and gives the Elixir ultimate greenside control, durability, and unmatched putting performance. Be sure to check out their combo packages and sign up for the loyalty program. Gift cards are also available. For more information, their website is www.encoregolf.com. And be more with Encore.
Golf Dots is a unique, high-resolution ink transfer to personalize your golf game. Golf balls, golf shoes, clubs, Golf Dots can personalize it for you. Golf Dots conforms to USGA rules and doesn't alter the trajectory of your golf ball. Tour proven on all major tours, Golf Dots is designed and made in America. Many styles to choose from that will fit every golfer's personality. New styles are being released on a regular basis. To order your Golf Dots, visit www.golfdots.com and enter promo code BIGJOHN15. That's Big John, BIGGJON 15 for a discount on your Golf Dots. Golf Dots is available in many golf shops, such as the PGA Tour Superstore. The website for Golf Dots is www.golfdots.com. That is golf.dots.com, or call 847-829-4238. Personalize your golf game today with Golf Dots.
Supersonic as I split the air. I know how far I'm going. You hit me on the sweet spot, and I flew away. Oh, you hit me on the sweet spot. Tiger just hit me on the sweet spot. You hit me on the sweet spot, and I flew away.
Hey, this is Boxer Shorts, and I've got some big news. Big's Golf Talk is now on iHeartRadio. You can download their app for free or go to iHeart.com and search for Big's Golf Talk. And make sure while you're there that you favorite us so that you'll know when we're on. Join all the other millions of listeners on iHeartRadio and listen to Big's Golf Talk. We're the best. Right.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native Party Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices. This segment is sponsored by Scorpion 21. Feel the sting by visiting Scorpion21.com. And you can feel the sting by wearing one of the Scorpion 21's great apparel polo shirts. Scorpion21.com. Feel the sting. Big John Vick back with you with Bill, the Golf Father, Quabos. And Billy, you know, now that golf is opened up, and every single state, golf is open up in some form of way. You know, one of the things that is not happening on some golf courses is there's no way to get some energy when you make that turn, as we're making a turn here on Big's Golf Talk to tee up on number 10. You know, you got to have some kind of snack. You got to have some kind of energy to keep going and things like that. But I'll tell you, man, I love Golf Energy Bars by SCNS Sports Foods because they provide a great tasting, better for us, right, product to help active people and golfers sustain energy and perform at their best. Stated simply, they blend nutritional science with great taste because they understand the direct link between nutrition, energy, and performance. What makes them different is their core belief, better for you. Foods that have great taste. And joining us here now is Shayna Seidner here on Big's Golf Talk from SCNS. Shayna, welcome into Big's Golf Talk.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me again.
We love having you on our show.
I'll tell you.
I love coming on. This is my third time. It's third time's a charm.
That's right.
And there's going to be a fourth. There's going to be a fifth. There's going to be a sixth. I mean,
absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, we have to because you guys keep up, coming up with these new products, and that's what we want to share with our listeners that the products came out with this year. You guys have jerky. You got some new flavors, like one of my favorites, the dark chocolate caramel. Really love chocolate caramel. That's my favorite ones.
That's our dark chocolate caramel new high protein bar. It is very delicious. 16 grams of protein and only 4 grams of sugar. And it is great. I have to say, we went through so many versions and we got great feedback at the show. I know you guys got to try it and you enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's awesome.
I loved it. As a matter of fact, I use it during my rides because I like to bike ride.
Yeah.
And with the way the golf courses were set up and everything like that, I wasn't in the beginning. I didn't have much fun doing it. So I kind of just stepped away from it for a little while, but now they're starting to open up the right way. But I still have my first tee bars and my 10th tee bars. And like when I ride my bike, because sometimes I'll do like 24 miles, I'll have it in my halfway point, you know what I mean? So they give me a little boost of energy without giving me that crazy high, that sugar high, and then dropping. So it's a huge difference when you have the right combination of what you need, in the middle of your exercises.
Yes, that's our goal, just so you have that great taste and you don't get that sugar crash you would get from some other snacks that you might grab. And again, like you said, use it when you're riding. They're not just golf bars.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. If you're not in a golf cart, some people walk. We have now, because of this implementation, there's more walking than there was before. But this thing kicks in, and when it kicks in fast. Sometimes I have it in the beginning, but I tend to have my first tee bar somewhere around the third or fourth. So this way it gets me a little more motivated. I want to see where my level of energy is once my coffee kicks in, then I'll have it. But
Yeah, I love
rides,
that.
Well, what I like
Mhm.
what I like about this is a great great option because a lot of these snack shops and stuff like that at these golf courses are closed. You know, and so this is a great time to stock up and put them in your golf bag and everything else. And also, Shayna, what I like about this, as we've seen at the show, this is just not geared for men or just golfers, but it's geared for everyone, and it's geared for all genders and all ages. So even as a child, you can actually enjoy one of these and not as a parent worry about how much sugar my kid's intaking.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just a really great healthy snack for everybody. That's for sure. And then we also have our beef jerky that is great as well. That's new for us this year, which you guys got to try also. We have two flavors. We have a sriracha and we have a cracked black pepper. They're both beef jerkies. And we're so happy with that. They've been so popular, and they're also great for on the course, but also off the course as well. Some good protein in there, low sugar, and all that good stuff.
They are. My favorite. I'm a spicy kind of guy, so that's the sriracha flavor.
Yeah, it is good.
It's amazing. I love
So
that. And
good.
what I do when I eat the cracked pepper one, I get a little bit of hot sauce and I put it on it, and I have the best of both worlds because the pepper is good. I love pepper. I put pepper on everything, but I just want because that sriracha got me, into
I gotta try
level.
that. I didn't think about that. The hot sauce on the cracked pepper one.
Yeah, well, I got sriracha sauce.
And you put it on the pepper.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Love
I dip
it.
it in there, and that's what I use for a snack. When I have my snack, that it's perfect. I mean, if you're working, just sitting around, I'm working on a computer. I'll dip inside there and just chew away, and it helps the time go so much quicker, and the cravings of being hungry. They just go away. It's a great snack. I haven't used it on the golf course yet. I'm gonna be honest because I stick with my bars. But the jerky, I like to have it as a snack. It doesn't matter in the car, anywhere. You can just pop it open.
It's a great snack, and it's a small bag as well, so you can kind of eat it on the go.
In the beginning, I was like kind of skeptical when I saw the size of the bag, and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna really make a dent, for me. But it made a dent. By the time you finish the bag and chewing it, you're actually satisfied.
Definitely.
And yes, and I'm not a small guy, so I was like, I don't know, I might need 2 bags. But one bag was actually sufficient, for that snack on the go. So I actually I put them in my bag when I've gone on airplane rides too, because they just help. They're a really good snack.
Oh yeah, that's a great snack for travel as well.
Hey, Billy.
yes.
Before we run out of time, I want to make sure because we never got a chance to talk about this, and this is the third time she's been on, and we've always said, "Hey, we need to talk about that." We forgot to talk about that. Forgot to talk about that. But one thing I want to talk about is how SCNS Sports Foods gives back to our growing the game of golf with the first tee. Shayna, can you talk about that initiative and what you guys do to give back?
Definitely. So we are partnered with the First Tee organization, which is a youth group for young golfers. And we are platinum partners of theirs. And 15 cents of two of our trail mix bars are dark chocolate chip and cranberry bars. 15 cents of each sale goes back to the First Tee organization. So we like to support them, and it's really a great cause. We're so happy to be a part of.
Billy, get this number. So since 2014, SCNS Sports Foods, and I looked up the numbers to this. Think about this. 15 cents from each bar, those 2 bars, right, has donated over $50,000 to the First Tee.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yes.
That's amazing. But you know what, Biggs? It doesn't even stop there because they partner with several other companies. So they give into the youth, they give into the troops. I mean, they have several organizations that they partnered with that they do incredible things with.
Jimmy Fun Golf and also Tee It Up for the troops.
Yeah, I mean, so they're giving back, and that's what I love. That you're getting a great product, you're getting a great deal, and they're still giving back. So,
Yes.
and that's what we need in today's world. A lot of companies, they've been doing it forever. You guys have been doing it since we've known you, giving, to First Tee and other companies. But to be able to continue doing it in today's world and everything that we're going through is incredible, to still be able to do it and not deter from that. Because right now, everybody's trying to survive. But
Definitely.
so it makes it a little more difficult. So I applaud you guys for
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's talk about the bundles, because people just don't have to choose one flavor and buy that one flavor, but they can buy bundles, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can buy. They can buy we get some people saying, "Oh, I want to try the bars." We
Yep.
have our individual bars come in variety packs. You can do that, and then we also have our most popular bars paired together, so you can get a bundle and try multiple flavors.
Yeah, and they got those bundle packs, but they also got they got T-shirts, they got water bottles, they got all kinds of stuff. They even got gift cards, and that's what makes it great, because, for the everyday gift, who can you not go right with buying a gift card?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they can go back to the site if they want to get the bars. Maybe you don't know what their favorite flavor is. Like me, I've become addicted to that new dark chocolate one. I love the other ones, but that dark chocolate is my go-to. So maybe you get me a gift card, Biggs, hint, 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 and then I just go and I buy those, the ones that I want.
Hey, Billy,
You know what I
check
mean?
this out. Check this out, though.
Uh-huh.
If you visit right now, they got them on sale. You could get a starter bundle. Listen to this, folks. The retail price for the starter bundle is $73, but you can get it now for $59, and this includes 2 boxes of bars, First Tee water bottle, and a towel.
Wow.
For $59
Yes,
bucks.
and that's actually a really popular bundle. It's awesome because you kind of have it all. You have the First Tee and the 10th tee, so you have the supplements in there, and then a water bottle, towel, and you're good to go.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm looking at the site as we're talking too, and Biggs, you know how popular the jerky is?
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Yes.
Yeah, I see it.
We're sold out of the pepper.
Yeah, I see it. I just saw it. I was like, oh, but that's okay, because I'm sure you guys are going to get it right back in, because everybody loves that stuff. I mean,
we are working on it.
Mm-hmm.
We know things are a little bit slower right now with everything going
Absolutely.
on, so we are working on it, and we will have it hopefully pretty soon. I do have something that I want to share with you guys before we have to end. I want to give your listeners a 20% off discount code to so they can purchase any bars on the site, any box of bars or jerky. And the code is BiGGs Golf.
Is that just small letters, big letters?
Any letters. You can put
Any
big
letters.
or small. Yeah.
Okay.
So BiGGs Golf. BiGGs Golf.
Yep. 20% off of any box of bars or jerky. Well, sriracha jerky right now because pepper's sold out.
That's all right. That's my favorite right there.
Yeah, so you can
yes,
listeners can have that discount code and hopefully try some of our bars.
Now, will that code be continuing on? Like, if they went and added a water bottle to it or anything like that, would that carry on? That just people know.
No, it'll only be good for the bars.
Bars and the jerky. Hey, you gotta be on that. So we start posting it. It's good on the bars and the jerky. So basically, the products that we're going to eat.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do. Awesome.
Exactly.
Very good. Now, do you have any? I mean, now with the way everything is stalled out and everything like that, are you guys going to have anything coming out anytime soon in the works?
Right now, no. We're just focusing on what we launched this year. We don't have anything in the works as of right now.
Okay.
There's always ideas, but.
Well, I love the ideas. I mean, I've been looking at the site, like, because of you and talking to you, I've been looking at Tee It Up for the Troops and everything that you guys are doing with them. So I'm actually going to reach out to them and see if we can help spread their word. You know, we do a lot of stuff with the military.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I want to definitely make a connection with them. I've been reading everything, we've been talking and stuff like that. And I think a great cause. And, I want to see if we can do our part in helping them spread the word and see what we can do. And then, of course, we're going to tell them it's because of you guys that we got to find out about them.
Oh, thank you so much. That'd be amazing for you to support them as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, just so people know, Big Golf, 20% off.
Yep.
I mean, I'm signed up. We're all logged up on the things. When you initially sign up, they give you something. I ain't going to tell you, but our code is better. Go use that code, people. That code is going to save money. We're going to start.
And well, here's the thing, too. The thing is, the code they provide on the website is only for first-time orders. So if you ordered from them before, you can use our code and get 20% off.
Correct.
You're almost smarter than me, Biggs. Almost. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about that. That's good. That's good information. So for the people that are the first-time users, you almost can double dip. You can go and get your first product for 15% and then go back and buy some more because, take my advice, you're going to love it. Order double on that jerky. Just don't. But let me get there first because I need that sriracha.
Yes, absolutely. You got to get it before it sells out.
Oh yeah.
So are we going to see more flavors of jerky coming out in the near future? I know with COVID-19 and everything else, everything is slowed down. But are we looking to see more flavors in jerky?
Right now, we're sticking with the 2 flavors. Since it's new this year and things have been a little bit, kind of different, I don't think that we will come out with any new flavors this year. But you don't ever know what can happen in the future. Maybe.
Well, I'll tell you what, we were blown back when we seen you at the PGA show that you guys had jerky, period. I mean, so...
Oh.
and Sherry, Shayna, how many times did we actually come by your booth to have lunch?
Hey, you promised not to tell, Biggs. What's up with that? You're a snitch. He's snitching on us. She wasn't there the several times I went back. You know what I mean? She was busy working.
At least 3 times a day for lunch.
At least. I mean, it was one of my first stops in the morning to wake up. That was like my breakfast run. And then I went for my snack run. Then I went for my lunch run. And then that wonderful girl that you had cutting up all the different pieces for the
the samples.
Oh yeah, she was doing those samples. I kept doing the drive by, Yeah, so she was very kind. She was.
Thank you. Yeah, yes. We loved her. She was a big help.
Yes, she was. She was awesome out there. So yeah, every time I walk by, like, okay, turn your face. Don't look at me. So I got my fill throughout the day. It was great.
Good. Well, I'm glad you were able to get your snacks in at the show.
So just to run down the flavors that SCNS does offer, they have the oatmeal raisin nutrition bar, one of my favorites, the chocolate peanut nutrition bar, which is also good, and this is Billy's favorite. This is one of my favorites too. The chocolate peanut caramel energy bar, also the peanut honey energy bar, which is a very good bar. The gluten and dairy free bars, and my favorite out of all 3 of these is the cranberry trail mix bar. That is just I love how that tastes. But they have also a honey almond snack bar, and they have a chocolate chip trail mix bar. So even those that are, like gluten free and dairy free bars or has an allergy to it, well, they have something for you too. So.
Not big. They go really, really well with coffee too in the morning.
Yes, they do.
So, they do. My favorite is the oatmeal raisin one in the morning with coffee.
Yeah,
yum. That sounds so good.
I love the oatmeal.
And it has like I don't know. It's like it tastes like a hint of cinnamony in there, kind of stuff with the raisin stuff going on in there. It's perfect. It's perfect with coffee in the morning. Get me going. I don't know about most people, but I don't have time for that full breakfasty kind of thing. I got to eat and be on the go. So these bars are great for breakfast, snacks. I take them with me everywhere. I put them in my bike, so like I said, so I could have them, when I'm doing my long run, my long rides and stuff like that. So make sure you pick up extra and thank me later.
I love that.
Pick up extra and give him a bar or so, or 2.
Hey, sharing's caring.
Sharing is caring. It is.
Sharing is caring. Yes, it is.
So, Shayna, we have given out the promo code, the discount code of 20% off, and that's BiGGs Golf. That's BiGGs Golf. But we need to give out the website and how they can purchase some. So, what is the website?
You go to www.golfenergybar.com.
That's pretty
and
simple.
check out our products.
That is very, very simple. We'll make sure we include the discount code in our podcast description. So
yes,
and make sure you give my PO box out to them, Big, so this way they know where to send it.
It's PO Box Nunya.
And you did this. Oh, thanks, Biggs. I love you too.
Shayna, it's always a pleasure having you on the show, and
thank you guys for having me on. It was great.
we're going to have you on again and again, especially if you guys have some sort of promotion or whatever the case might be. Get that black peppered, jerky back. Let us know so we can actually advertise it for you and let the listeners know that it's back and all that. So
absolutely, I will.
Yeah, keep me posted for the Father's Day. If you guys do anything for Father's Day, because I'm going to put them in my guide.
Yes.
So
okay.
Yeah, this way, if you have anything that you know if you're doing special, that's going to be coming up because Father's Day. We're hoping that
it's going to be included in our Father's Day gift guide.
Yeah, because
so there's a hint for our listeners on one product in the Father's Day gift guide. So there you go.
Yeah, that's right. And why not get there's some gift cards on there. Go get that gift card. Get it now.
Yeah.
Get out the way. Do some shopping.
Definitely.
Perfect.
Shayna
Awesome.
Seidner. Sorry, go ahead,
Thank
Shayna.
you guys so much.
You are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us here on Big's Golf Talk.
Guys. Bye-bye.
More Big's Golf Talk coming your way right after this.
Still using an old golf GPS watch? It's time to upgrade to ShotScope. ShotScope isn't just a golf watch, it's a fully automated golf performance tracking system on your wrist. ShotScope gives you access to over 100 tour-level statistics. Get putting analysis, short game breakdown, even find out how far you're booming your driver. All data is captured automatically by the groundbreaking ShotScope golf performance tracking system. ShotScope, the ultimate golf watch. Find out more at shotscope.com.
Stop swinging out of your shoes and get squared up with Squares shoes. Balance, stability, accuracy, distance, and comfort. It all starts with a patented Squares toe that allows the golfer to set up properly on every shot, with more room in the forefoot area that provides full range of motion in your feet. Squares integrated a heel stabilizer system that assists with rotational torque. A custom removable insole integrates compression zones that match the pressure point areas, linking the inner sole all the way to the cleats. One of the most vocal concerns from golfers has been tying their shoes multiple times throughout a round. Stay put laces with the silicone squares printed down the lace that allows you to comfortably form the shoe to your foot and lock in place without having to adjust or retie during the round. So square up your shots with Squares shoes. It's hip to wear Squares. Their website is www.squares.com. That is SQAIRZ.com.
Go for warmth. Go for beauty. Go for a show. Go for flavor. Go for perspective. Go for love. Go for tranquility. Go for thrills. Go for color. Go for good. Go for Puerto Rico. Go now.
For more information, the website is discoverpuertorico.com.
This is Big's Golf Talk with Big John Vick and Bill the Golf Father Cuevas.
And we are back here on Big's Golf Talk on Native Party Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all your Amazon devices, broadcasting from the home studio, the Tito's Handmade Vodka Home Studio, and this segment is sponsored by Squares Shoes. It's hip to wear Squares, and don't forget about the Spikes for Life program. You buy a Squares pair of shoes, and you have Spikes for Life when you want to replace those spikes at squares.com. That's SQAIRZ.com, and makes for a great Father's Day gift. He will love his Squares shoes and get aligned with his shots. Bill the Golffather Cuevas, along with Big John Vick, our website, www.bigsgolftalk.net or .com. And Billy, our next guest, man, it's been a while since we've had these people on Big's Golf Talk. As a matter of fact, I don't remember. I don't remember ever having them on when you were on the show. So a long time ago, we had actually 18 for Life on the program, and 18 Life is trying to kick cancer's ass. I mean, they are trying to do a really phenomenal job.
I don't know about trying.
I think they're knocking it out of the park.
I think my man's been doing it for a long time. For a small town, they pack a big punch.
Well, you want to talk about a pack a big punch. $20 million to the V Foundation, over $2 million to the families all over Southeast Missouri. And their bowling event, 10 Pins for Ben, has raised over $200,000 for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in only 5 years. Well, let's give a little background about this. In late 1999, a few people got together and thought up the idea of a benefit golf tournament. They wanted to do something good, something simple, and something to genuinely help people in need. The V Foundation seemed like the perfect charity to donate to. Named after the legendary Coach Jim Valvano, the organization has its own team of doctors who do nothing but research, a cure for cancer of all kinds. The V Foundation has an inspiring motto that fits the spirit of 18 for Life as well. Don't ever give up. And Bill and I, we always use the hashtag cancer sucks. Cancer has struck both Bill's family, my family in some sort of way. Personally, my father passed away because of cancer. And I know, Bill, you've had it struck to your family as well. So this is very, very personal to us. We have supported many, many different charities over the years, over the 15 years here on Biggs Golf Talk. And it's been, 8 years since I've had 18 for Life on Biggs Golf Talk, but better late than never. They're back with us here on Biggs Golf Talk. As a matter of fact, we're talking about visiting them next year to do a live Biggs Golf Talk show from the event.
We're talking about joining forces with Chelsea.
Now,
we
Bill,
were talking about what, 2-3 weeks ago?
Well, here's the thing too, Billy. So you and I have gotten together. You are part of Biggs Golf Talk now for many, many years. The funny thing is, you have a personal relationship with 18 for Life before you even get on Biggs Golf Talk.
Yeah, they I followed them on social media, years ago and fell in love with the cause. I had just lost my aunt to a rare cancer and stuff like that. And, besides the Foes of Honor, 18 for Life is right there in my heart, all the time. I follow what they do. I love what they do. I stepped back, from myself, from everything for a while for personal reasons, just to get my stuff back. I wanted to align myself and actually become more of who I am and who I've become. And I needed to get more with God at that particular point. And then I joined you, you know what I mean? And I'm able to spread my mission, for the Foes of Honor and for 18 for Life. And, they've always been near and dear to me, always. And it hurts when I can't make that tournament because those people that I met over the years going there, I mean, they message me all the time and they're like, we miss you. When you're coming back, where you go? I mean, they're such loving people. And there's, I mean, I've from the guy that runs the mortuary over there, and his wife, I mean, everybody's extended. Bill, just come, just get here. You can stay in my house. You can visit me. I mean, they're amazing people. I mean, it's weird to have that kind of community because I'm not used to it coming from a big city. But it's incredible, man. They made such an impact that stayed with me to this day. So when I told Chelsea, I said, Chelsea, I'm ready to go back. And I want to go back with you. And I meant it in my heart because it's something I want to do. I sort of kind of left there. And I think I left there with a bad impression for what was going on when we originally went there and what I was part of. And I separated from that, from myself. I needed to get away from that kind of stereotypical stuff for me. And I think we can still do a great deal for them.
I think what we could do, I mean, you and I and Chelsea and Amanda and all that and everybody involved that wants to help us is, and you and I have had personal conversations about, certain
Mm-hmm.
things and why you distance yourself from that area.
It's not even the area. It's just what I was associated with. It's not who I am and who I was. And me, I follow a different path. I don't
Right.
expect everybody to be on the same path as me, but in the end, we have to be true to ourselves.
Right.
And that was more important to me, my soul, and what people were thinking than opposed to me.
And
that's why I come
let's be clear. It wasn't the people running 18 for Life, but it was other people
Absolutely not.
that was you were around outside.
It was me.
Yeah.
It was on my personal side. I
Right.
needed to step away from that. Doing what I did, I always understood that you were guilty by association sometimes. And I didn't want to be guilty by association. I always taught my kids, you can love people, and even if they're wrong, they're bad or whatever, we can still love them, but we don't have to run with them. We don't have to be part of it. We need to step back, and we need to be.
And you know what? And there's a such thing as having a good time, and then there's a such thing as being obnoxious.
Yes, I'm all about the cause.
Right.
That's who I am. That's what I want to be. When I want to support the cause and nothing but the cause. So that's who me. That's what I do. I don't know how to do that grayish area. I'm really black or I'm really white. When I go in, I want to go all in, and I want to give my heart. I want to give everything that I can.
Well,
they make it easy.
Exactly. So let's introduce the founder of 18 for Life, the Ben E. Cruz Foundation. Scott Cruz is joining us here on Biggs Golf Talk. And Scott, I don't know if it was you that we had on Biggs Golf Talk before, but I know Corey's been on this show and talked about 18 for Life in the past years. So forgive me if it was not you. So welcome into Biggs Golf Talk, my friend.
I'm glad to be back, and yeah, you did give me that honor. We talked, and you said it right about 5, 6, 7 years ago. So, and I know Corey was on there too. Corey played a key role in blowing up our social media at that time, and we probably haven't mastered that since. Honestly, that was like a peak of social media and trying to be a principal in a middle school and trying to do this thing totally grassroots. I mean, I got my irons in fires, believe me, in the social media. We're trying to just.
What's surprising? You're going to have to recruit your two daughters, because especially the younger one. The younger one's growing up to be quite savvy in there.
That's what's coming. I mean, that's who I got now, and so like I said, and then of course they're kids, so they're busy, But yeah, that's what's coming. And I feel like they see that as maybe their role, because I'm not going to be able to decorate that course and the banquet and all for years. And I mean, I don't know. I'll surely get tired at one point, and they'll have to step in and take over. That's what I see happen.
Scott,
go ahead.
$20 million to the V Foundation and over $2 million to the families all over Southeast Missouri in the Dexter area. How does that make you feel?
There may be too many zeros on the V Foundation. That might be more. I forget where we capped that off at. It isn't that much.
I might be misread. I think it's 20,000. I think I added a couple of zeros.
That's about right.
Yeah,
that's probably about right. And so, and we felt great about choosing them at the start, because honestly, we literally pictured writing a check for a couple $100, honestly. I mean, so when we said we picked this V Foundation, we were like, man, if we don't lose money, we'll just send whatever we make to them, And from the get-go, and Bill saw this town and community, but I mean, it's just typical small town Midwest, and people are like, if they trust you and they feel like you're doing something good, they're going to jump on that bandwagon, and they did from the start. So once we started getting into the thousands, we were like, well, whoa. And we had some local people go, hey, listen, I'd be able to get behind this a lot more if you kept this local, and found a way to help people right here that we know. And, we were like, okay, so then we ended up capping the V Foundation. We sent in some small donations for a few years. And then we were like, look, we got a waiting list of people fighting cancer. Their insurance doesn't do anything for them. All these cancer associations that have, CEOs making six figures, they give them a $50 gas card at the max, you know, and they're looking for some help. And so we thought, man, if they get a nice note of support and love and encouragement and a $1,000 check, you know, in the mail as a surprise to do with it whatever they need to do. Once we did that, it was like, holy cow, we lucked into, you know, and you can say luck or, you know, something intervened there. It was just the right move, you know, and it's always been the right move.
Now, on June 6th, you will be hosting your annual 18 for Life charity golf event that will be taking place at Hidden Trails Country Club. And even despite COVID-19, you guys are a go on this golf tournament, aren't you?
Yes, sir. We're blessed again. You know, we're not in a hot spot. We're not near a hot spot. You know, I mean, and again, just a geographical blessing. It seems like to me, and all. You know, and we have a banquet the night before. Bill's been in that room too, and he could tell you. I mean, I don't know the person that would want to jump into a room anywhere in America right now that's that crowded. It's usually a beautiful thing. It's like, oh my God, 550 people, they all love each other tonight, you know, and everyone's hugging, you know, It's like the opposite of what you.
But you know why they're there, right? Besides the cause, they're there to watch you and your kids sing. You and your band. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, that's funny you said that, but yeah.
No, it's not funny. It's the truth. I love it. I mean, you know, over the years, I mean, I'm still connected to Dexter, Missouri, on a daily basis, you know, with many people. And I've seen, you know, some of them who are their biggest supporters ended up having cancer. And so while they've been supporting the cause for years, it actually hit them out of the blue. I won't mention no names, but some of them have just recently, you know, started fighting this. And I love these people. And I mean, the women of Dexter have been incredible because in addition to 18 for Life, they always have the birdies, you know, for breast cancer and stuff like that. And I know Stacy launched selling shirts for $20 and those things are going to sell out, you know, give cancer the bird. And I love it. It's a flamingo on it, but they always do a great job. And that's where Chelsea came in. Chelsea used to be on a hole and people would try to beat her and they had the holes cut out. And it's an amazing time. You know, Biggs, the only thing I can describe it to is when we did Pandaray. You know, you got a small community in New Mexico, and we raised a ton of money there. Yeah. Why? Because the community got involved. They wanted that. They joined together. They live together, and they grow together. And that's what he's created in Dexter, Missouri. It's the only other time that I've seen that kind of animal grow, and they leave such an impact on you. It didn't matter that I came from the city and I went there. They accepted me with open arms. They opened up their houses, you know, not even knowing me. I didn't stay in a hotel. I stayed in people's homes. People fed me. People wanted to meet me. People wanted to have a good time. And I loved that. Even the kids that have grown up, they still my friends. They're still messing. Oh, I miss you. When you coming back? Yeah. Well, it's incredible.
You mentioned my daughters, you know, and they've grown into both of them being young ladies now for sure. And you know, they still follow you on social media and they see they know what Folds of Honor is because of you. You know, it's like, this is cool. And when it's good, it's good. And again, when it's good, people just get behind it and you know,
and you grow.
Yeah. We've just always tried to make sure, you know, we keep like little hometown rivalries. You know, it's funny because we're like big basketball area. These schools hate each other when it comes basketball season time. But when it comes 18 for Lifetime, they were in that room with Bill and me. You don't know what town they're from. You don't know where they came from. You don't know if they got on a plane to get there. It just knocks down so many walls. And the other thing is we went from helping people locally to I don't know. And again, just kind of realizing that, you know, we say we help area families. Well, area families to us is anyone that's associated with this charity that knows someone fighting cancer. So when Bill would if he texts me a name, You know, there's an area family.
And that's a fact.
And it might be in, you know, it might be in New York or somewhere that you ran across someone through Folds of Honor. That's an area family to us, you know, and we don't lose community support because they know that, because the next time it may be the dude that does a whole sponsor, his uncle is in Arizona fighting cancer, and they're like, hey, and they've been doing this for years, and they're like, is there any way we could send one to Arizona? And I'm like, you don't even got to ask. I don't even know why someone would be associated and still, because I try to explain that, but they'll still be like, hey, can we send one, even though they live here? And I'm like, you know, why wouldn't we? That's you know, that's an area family, man. And we just knock
It's
down
the truth.
all
It's
the
happened,
barriers.
Big.
Yeah.
It's happened. One of the guys that have been a guest on our show, his family, during one of the tournaments, I got the news that his wife had been afflicted with cancer and they were fighting. She ended up losing her job. It was before the holidays. And he's a great friend to me. He's always treated me well. And I reached out and said, hey, you know, his family was hurting, you know, and just before the holidays, without even a blink of an eye, no asking a question, what's the address? What's the names? Blah, blah, blah. And it was done. And it made their holidays. It made their kids' holidays. She was crying because she couldn't believe it. And that's the thing. It was a beautiful time. I mean, for bad circumstances, if you can make anything happy at that particular point, it's a true blessing.
Well, you know what I find amazing about no matter what charity you're involved in, if you truly believe in it and you're backing it, in your case, Scott Cruz, you're talking about, you know, the local area and everything else and how family. And when you support something like this, and everybody in some form or way probably knows somebody has been stricken by cancer, and you're at an event like 18 for Life, you might be meeting new friends, and like you said, Scott, you don't know who's flying in, where you're from. You just know all these people are in one room and supporting one thing, and you create new friends. But most of all, you become family, and that's the key part. I mean, for me with Folds of Honor, I have really, for me, it's been personal. Before it was more of a, you know, Big's Golf Talk, Big John Vick is supporting, but my future wife I met through Folds of Honor. You know,
and that's
so that, I mean, it's just an amazing thing when you can support something and you're in a room with, you know, 500, 600 people, 200 people. Well, you know what? Those people have become family. And in your case, Bill, you still have those people reaching out to you on a daily basis from a small town of Dexter.
I wouldn't trade it. There's a lot of them like him himself. I mean, I see, you don't know how happy it makes my heart watching his girls. They are some of the most amazing people in that town that I've ever met. Watching, you would think, oh, it's small as this and that, but they are some of the most mature people that grow out. I mean, his daughters, I mean, the stuff that he does as a principal is incredible. You know, especially I watch. People don't know, but I watch. I pay attention because anything that I'm promoting, I want to make sure I know what's going on.
Scott, I just want to make sure. Can you stick with us for another 15 minutes or so? We need to take a commercial break, but we have yet to even touch on the golf tournament, what the golf tournament's going to detail.
We're going to put him a second segment,
and we're going to put him in our last segment. We're going to waive the product of the week. You know, we're going to make this the service of the week. 18 for Life will be service of the week. We need to head into a break right now. But Scott, can you stick around, bud?
Yeah. I'm honored, dude.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, more with Scott Cruz and 18 for Life. We'll be right back.
Have you ever seen a tour pro line up a putt with a dirty ball? No way. A clean ball rolls accurately, and accurate putts mean lower scores. The solution? Ready Putt. It's the putter cover reinvented. Ready Putt has a patented ball cleaner that's made to absorb and retain water. All you need to do is add water, and it remains wet throughout your round, giving your ball the perfect shine. It also has a magnetic surface to hold your ball marker and divot repair tool. Let's say you switch putters from round to round using a blade, mid-mallet, or large mallet. Ready Putt Original has you covered. Look, putting is hard enough. Accurate putts start with a clean ball, and a clean ball starts with Ready Putt.
For more information about Ready Putt, visit ReadyPutt.com. That is ReadyPutt.com. Clean it and sink it. The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for the country's best two-player teams to compete against an international field in the 54-hole Ryder Cup-style event, known prestigiously as the International Kings Cup. The International Kings Cup is played in remembrance of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer, whose honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, and commitment to excellence represent the ideals for which the game of golf is known. The road to the Kings Cup begins with a national qualifier. Two-player teams compete in an 18-hole qualifier playing best ball using net scoring. For more information, to sign up, and to find a national qualifier near you, their website is usgolfchallenge.com. That is usgolfchallenge.com.
Golf talk for golfers on Big's Golf Talk. Back to Bill the Golf Father Quabus and Big John Vick.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Native Party Radio, and all your Amazon devices. Don't forget about your favorite podcast app. Whatever favorite podcast app you like to use, just search for Big's Golf Talk. BiGGs Golf Talk. Bill the Golffather Quabus, Big John Vick along with you here on Big's Golf Talk. And this typically is reserved for our product of the week. But Billy, it is our service of the week. Sponsored by the U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Handmade Vodka. You need to be 21 years of age to enjoy a great Tito's Handmade Vodka beverage. And friends don't let friends drive drunk. We're back here, and we're back with Scott Cruz from 18 for Life. And, Scott, we were talking about in the previous segment family and what 18 for Life is all about. Let's talk about your June 6th event that's going to be taking place. I'm sure people weren't sure what was going to happen, so I'm sure there's going to be some late sign-ups and things like that for golfers. But is there still openings for people to be able to participate maybe in that area they can drive over? I mean, there's a lot of people that's just biting at the bits to do something like this, to be involved and to have some fun and you know, to raise some money for a good cause and by the way, to kick cancer's ass.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so when we kind of got, I guess you could say approved, because at one point we were hearing around here, you know, people might have to ride in their own cart, things like that. And when that was going to be the case, you know, this whole thing was going to get canceled. Bill can tell you, I mean, you couldn't have that many. I mean, I don't know how you get your hands on that many carts, you know.
Yeah, 500-600 carts. Yeah.
Yeah, no way. So, you know, that got kind of shut, you know, by the time June's here, the temperatures are rising. I mean, our health people, you know, don't see a problem. We're doing some distancing things around the clubhouse, bringing some things outside that aren't normally outside, wiping down the carts, things like that. So, you know, once we got the go ahead, like you said, I mean, our golf pros like, man, yours is going to be the first tournament where, I mean, this is the first one.
Right.
And he's like, these people, they're begging for it to happen. They're just begging for it to happen. He even had people going, hey, is he getting the gift bags? Because if we don't even do the golf tournament, I'd buy the gift bag. I'd pay the entry and just take the gear, you know, or people were like, tell him not to even order the gear. It's not about the gear anyway. We just want to play, you know, just do the golf tournament. And we're getting to go full blown with this. There's I'm looking up here. I mean, it filled up just typically, and also typically about this time, there's like 3 or 4 teams in the morning and the afternoon that are kind of like deciding or rounding up their team, you know. Of those, there'll be a few openings. You know, there's always a little shakeout with this many teams. It's like everyone can't, you know, make it. In this case, maybe they choose not to make it, you know, because of the situation or where they're coming from. We've got the most we ever had was 19 states in for the weekend. We had 19 states represented, and it may have been Bill. It may have been that year you came. We kind of had people, you know, stand up
everywhere
from this state, and we counted them that year. I don't count them every year, but 19's but, you know, so when you are counting on that many different places to be represented, this situation's going to, you know, impact you. I mean, there's some people, but when we were starting up, I was going down the list. I was like, I bet they can't make it. You know, I bet they can't make it. I bet they can't make it. And about the first 3 teams that are, and they're not flying, but they're driving long distances. They're like, we're coming hell or high water, man. We're going to be there. My guys are in, you know, it's just a matter of what you were going to have it. So
right.
And the thing is, when you go there, Biggs, it's like a family reunion. It's not even like a golf tournament. The golf tournament is cool. The cause is amazing, but the actual fact of being part of something and just going to visit your family, because that's how they make you feel when they open up those doors. When I met the diner, this thing, it's like those trailers, those silver trailers. That was the diner. That was the only thing that was open at that particular time when I got there. And I wasn't joking when I got greeted by the sheriff first thing in the morning, because we were in the parking lot, you know, waiting for the place to serve breakfast. So, but they were very humble. As soon as we told them, oh, you're here for 18 for life. And the conversation just changed. Everything was just like, where you from and where you coming from? Oh, you came that far? They knew about the event. And that's what it's about. When you go into a small town, you're usually afraid. I mean, they are the most welcoming of every place that I've ever been to. Man.
I could just imagine it, though. I could imagine that sheriff going up to you, Billy. Sorry, son, turn around. You can't enter this town. Get on out. Go on, son. Get going. But you know what?
I could have imagined that too, because I had no idea what I was getting into.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's my first tournament there. Like everywhere I've gone is always something different. And the biggest thing that I remember, we were on one of the holes, and it was kind of muddy because we had a lot of rain. And they were pulling these things out of the ground that looked like little
I remember
monsters.
that year. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was crazy. I was like, what the heck is that? I didn't even know what it was. And these kids are playing with them. And I'm like, why? Why do you want to play with that? What is that thing? Put it away. Put it back. So it was incredible. I mean, like I said, Biggs, I have grown to love so many of those kids over there. You know, Luke and my little buddy Lawson. You know, I love them, man. I love watching these kids grow up. I mean, it has to be what I'm telling you. It is so humble watching them and the respect that they have. And it's incredible, man. They send me, birthday wishes, everything. It's crazy.
Yep. And I get to be their principal, man. I mean, I get to watch that, just firsthand for 3 years anyway, just every day. And I can't brag on, and we're not perfect, don't get me wrong, but we just got a bunch of good people in town. We got a bunch of good people, and like you said, the kids and it works its way all the way up. My dad's 75 years old, and man, it's like a class reunion for him. His gang comes into town, and they do get on airplanes. He's missing a few of them this year. He'll have to piece together some spots on his teams, but it's like a class reunion.
Your whole family's involved. Your mom's involved. Your dad's involved. Your girls are involved. Your wife's involved. I mean, everybody is involved, and the thing is, everybody's welcoming. You guys make time for, even as busy and as crazy as it is, you make time for everybody that shows up. Anybody that wants to talk, and I've seen them pull you in 100 different directions, and you're not. Oh no, I gotta go. You still stay there and talk.
But that's there's a couple frustrating things about this charity, but that weekend, that's one of them, because I got all these people here, and yet I'm busier than I am. I mean, that's the busiest weekend of my year, and it's like, oh my gosh, I love like when you guys come, you'll see. I mean, I honestly would look forward to just not having any responsibility and just getting to have sip on a drink and talk with you guys, and just. That's what I love about. That's why we did this, is to get people together. I mean, it's turned into a great charity. We did it almost selfishly, like, man, let's get our buddies together and let's have a good time. And if we do something good because of it, that's a great thing. And we had it just happened. I mean, it's real organic. It just happened, and
it started to have a good time and a good cause. And it ended up to being a great time, a great cause,
Right.
and a fantastic cause. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing. But it's good. It's great. It's a blessing, man.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, Scott. What you're doing is you're kicking cancer's ass, but at the same time, you're saying screw you, COVID-19.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I'll send you guys some gear because we didn't want to get cocky, because this thing, we're in Dexter,
right?
We're in a county. We just hit double digit 10 active cases. That's the most you can sit around here and go, man, this may be like the flu, because we're not seeing what these cities are seeing,
right?
And so. But we didn't want to do a T-shirt that is just arrogant and stupid, and irresponsible. Because I was dreaming them up. I was like, screw COVID. I was going to list everything COVID shuts down. The county, the state, the nation, the world can't shut down
for life.
And I'm like, no. But so we're going to put 18 for life. And over here, it's going to just say an essential event.
There you go. Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And
prove that message.
So a little cocky, but
not at all.
It's kind of just like saying kicking cancer's ass.
Right.
It's like you got to be optimistic. It's like and by the way, we're that's the other frustrating thing about this is I keep up. And another thing about giving me a name and address, there's no application. There's no, I need a name. It's a faith-based deal.
Right.
It might be crackhead in Arkansas. I don't know, but if they get a hold of us and give me a name and address,
right.
I'm not saying that hadn't happened because it's faith-based. I don't think it's happened a lot, but it's going out, it's going out. I'm assuming that it is a needy cause. But anyway, there's more cancer than there is money. When you do something grassroots,
Absolutely.
we're over $2.7 million. We sent out 1,000 at a time,
As a matter of fact, Bill, we want to send out our get well wishes, and we are certainly sending our prayers to a woman that has just been diagnosed with breast cancer. Bill, you know her as Peaches. I don't want to release her full name on the air.
Yep.
But
no, I get.
You relate to her as Peaches. That's her nickname.
She got diagnosed 2 weeks ago with stage 3, and she has a rare type that she has. And we all had a lot of plans for the upcoming months, and now all those plans have come to a halt. When it concerns her. So yeah.
You text me a name and that, man. You can do that as soon as we get off that air because, we're going to raise. It's not. Yeah, I don't even want to say we're not going to raise what we do annually.
Right. I don't think any. I don't think for the remainder of the year, I really do not think any charity outing or charity event is going to be, raising what they forecasted before March 1st came along.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what, Biggs? I honestly believe that they will make their mark. They have too strong a claim.
So So our mark turned from let's raise as much as we can, and then we'll clear the waiting list. We've got about 40 names on the waiting list. That's 40,000, and we'll clear it. And usually we have a lot left over. And so then as the names come in, it's like, oh, great. It just goes on until it's gone. It's just sitting there. Now our goal is to clear, those people on the waiting list have been waiting and they've heard great things about us. And they're probably going, well, what the heck's up with this charity? I'm not hearing from them.
Yeah.
We want to just make sure that those people, they get that note, they get that check, and it comes it always comes at the right time. It's just amazing the timing of that letter and that check. It's like, by the way, I've got a filing cabinet full of thank yous. I don't throw any thank you away. It started out a little plastic bin. Now it's a filing cabinet, and the drawers are just stuffed.
By the way, I have to throw this out there really, really quick. Phrase of the week: cancer sucks. That's the phrase of the week. And Scott, what we do is every week we release a phrase of the week because we have a monthly giveaway on BiGGsGolfTalk.net.com where people can enter that. They must enter that phrase in order to complete this week's entries and their daily entries. So, phrase of the week: cancer sucks.
I love it.
Scott, we have about 2 minutes here on Big's Golf Talk. Besides the golf outing, it doesn't stop there though. You guys are raising money year long, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got a great fishing tournament. I mean, again, Midwest, Bill could picture that. Bill could probably picture a fishing tournament even more than a golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
But over 100 boats. I mean, we got up to like 120 fishing boats, and the same principle, give away some nice stuff.
Yeah.
Have a great day on the lake with a buddy or a family member. Raise the money, know that it's going to 18 for Life, and it's just making a quick stop here because it's going to be sent away, to people that need it. So,
Scott, how can people find out more information about what you have going on all year long and the golf tournaments? And can we actually say it now that Big's Golf Talk will be in Dexter, Missouri in 2021?
Are you got an open? Hey, and none of that welcoming stuff's phony either. I mean, when you show up, man, it isn't like I got to gear up and go, hey, everybody, it's like, holy cow, we got people that came from here, they'll roll out our little red carpet for you for sure.
They call it Little Bigs, but it's not little, man.
It's an open invite, man.
Yep.
I mean it. And like I said, you guys taking the time and thinking of us. It's just so cool.
You're always in the heart, brother.
Always, Scott.
Our paths got to cross, and man, once those paths cross with me, it's like they cross for a reason, and
absolutely
geography, it's not, in our favor, but it's just, paths crossed.
All right, I'm getting told in my headphones that we got to kill it here on Big's Golf Talk. 18forlife.com is their website. That's the number 18 for FORE life.com is their website. Scott Cruz, thank you so much for joining us here on Big's Golf Talk, and stay safe and stay healthy, and great things coming your way. We hope. We'll be praying for you, brother.
You too, and Bill, man, like I said, open invite. Come see us, and man, thank you for taking the time today to include me.
Bill, the Golf Father Cuevas, what a great show it has been today, and another 2 hours have just flown by just like that, my brother.
It flies quickly when you're having a great time for a great cause.
Absolutely. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week right here on Big's Golf Talk. Until next week, everybody,
you matter.
Thanks for listening.
It's Saturday morning. We're gonna play golf. The wife is moaning. We're gonna play golf. The kids are all screaming like someone's gonna die. The grass needs mowing, it's 2 feet high. But the boys are cold, so here I come.